I'll never be okay. I'll never be okay. And that's okay. I've accepted this part of my life, this part of my reality that I'll never be okay about losing my mother. And that is okay, bro. I spent many years just running away from the fact of this wound being permanent to me, this damage, this pain. My favorite person, right? Listening to what people telling me how I should feel, the things that I should do. Time will heal everything. No, it won't. But that doesn't mean I don't get to have a great life in the midst of living inside of this pain of losing my mother. That is something that'll always be with me, bro. And I've gotten to that point where, I can look myself in the mirror and say and know that I will never be okay about that. And I no longer care if that makes people uncomfortable. I no longer care about if my grief makes other people uncomfortable. I don't care. This is what's happened to me now. I lost my mom. That's okay. For many years I thought that I was supposed to be okay with it, that I was supposed to accept it. That'll never feel good ever in life. Why would that ever feel good to someone? That'll never feel good to me. So I'm okay with knowing that I'll never be okay in life because I lost my mother. That's who I am, and I accept it. I wear it 100%. I have no control over me being okay about losing my mother. That pain will never go away. I can still be good. I can still do great things. I can still have a good life, but that part will always sting me until I leave this earth. That'll always hurt. It'll always hurt. It's never going away. I'm gonna have good days and I'm gonna have times when I'm having good days and shit just will go south. Her favorite songs come on. I will cry, you know? I've accepted it. I've accepted it 100%. And I can't believe I let so many people steal that from me these last few years just because they don't understand it, right? Just because they don't understand how painful it is to go through this. I'll never let nobody steal that from me again, bro. I'm supposed to feel this way. I'm supposed to not be okay about losing my mother. What if you lost yours? The biggest thing that I've learned, well, many things, a lot of things I've been learning, but one thing that sticks out to me, man, is people who don't appreciate their loved ones while they're here and their parents. A lot of the people that don't understand me or I've had, just really bad relations with since, going through this grief journey, they don't appreciate the people that they have here, or they may not have the best relationships with their parents. I had to take a step back and realize that, okay, they didn't have the privilege of being loved like I did. My mama loved me, bro. And I know I can go through life knowing that I had somebody that loved me so much. And I'll never get that again. That hurts so bad knowing that I'll never get that type of love again. Although my favorite person is not here, you got people here who don't even appreciate the things that they have from their loved ones. So I had to understand that I was really loved. And that's a blessing because people don't appreciate it or they don't understand how much they are loved. And you will never understand until it happens to you. And that's okay. it's cool, but I knew I was losing my mother before she passed away. I was grieving my mother long before she passed away, man. A little, about a year before she passed, something, man, a year before she passed, man, I felt something. My intuition was so strong about her death to come. Yeah, I felt it. When she first started getting sick, I felt something different. And it changed me right in that moment. And I knew she was going to, I knew she was going to pass away. I didn't know how much time that I had with her, right? But I was grieving her long before she even passed away. Like I knew it was coming and I still wasn't ready for it. It's something I've never even discussed, right? How do you explain this to people? How do you explain that you knew that your mom was gonna pass away? I still remember the first time I got that, I got that feeling of just knowing like, oh man, it's time. It's time. I was losing her in real time. I was losing pieces of her every single day. And I thought to myself, like, man, am I tripping? Like, but the intuition was so strong in my spirit, bro. Like, it was so strong, bro. I knew it was going to happen. The conversations became different out of nowhere, right? Her voice changed. She looked different. Her eyes didn't lie, bro. I saw it. And nobody else around me saw it. So that's why I was just thinking like, man, am I supposed to be seeing this right now? What is God trying to tell me? Why am I seeing this? Why am I preparing for this? Slowly but surely, man, it was becoming a reality for me that I was watching pieces of her fade away. And it was crushing me. That entire year that she passed away was crushing me. God was teaching me how to live without her before she even died, bro. Telling y'all don't understand, man. I've seen death for real. Like I seen it before it happened. That shit is gonna forever bother me, man. Like I stayed quiet about it though because that's all I knew how to do. It was also some guilt there because I'm like, man, why am I feeling like this? Why do I know this right now? I don't want my mother to die, bro. But I knew it was gonna happen though. I knew that shit was gonna happen, man. Until you in a position like that, bro, there's nothing you could tell me about, this here life on earth. There's nothing you could tell me. I was preparing and I still wasn't ready when it happened. My mother, the last time me and my mother saw each other, she knew that was going to be our last time seeing each other, in the rim. She knew. Leading up to her death, I had, I visited her a few times. It was probably like 2 or 3 times throughout that year. But that last time that I saw her, she knew that was going to be me and her last time ever seeing each other. Keep in mind, every time that I visited her before, she was so fragile, so weak. She was suffering. She was dying, bro. And she couldn't talk. So for months up until she passed away, bro, my mom, I didn't even hear my mom's voice, man. I just, when I visited her, I seen her. I talked, you know, my brother had her on FaceTime a few times, you know what I mean? And all she could do was just look. Physically, she could barely even move. She could barely even move her head and everything like that. So, but this last time, I'll never forget. Now, this is what true love is, man. This is how much my mother loved me. Like, I'm thinking about it now, man. It shit just, it fucks me up like on a whole nother spectrum, man. Knowing that, she muscled up strength to say a few more words before she knew that she was never going to see me again physically, bro. That last day I visited her, it was about time for me to leave. And, she was on dialysis at the time. So they were coming to transport her. And I was flying back out, leaving her, getting ready to leave. And I'm just sitting by her bedside. And she said, mind you, she hasn't talked. All the times I visited her, she hasn't been able to talk. So out of nowhere, she said, Tavon, I looked. I'm like, yeah, Ma. She was like, you want to brush my hair? Now in my head, I'm like, at first, I'm like, what you mean brush your hair? Like, you know what I mean? But then I was like, yeah, Ma, I'll brush your hair. So I grabbed a brush, and her hair was so soft. She was so fragile. And I'm brushing her hair. She couldn't move her head, so I'm just doing it soft. But she just wanted me to do something for her for the last time ever. Man, a mother's intuition is strong, boy, strong than a motherfucker. Strong. How did she knew that? And this was 4 months before she passed, but she knew that she wasn't gonna see me again, and she just wanted me to do something for her. That was the first time I heard her voice in months, bro. You feel me? That was the first time I heard her voice in months, and she asked me to brush her hair. I ain't never been so confused in my life. For days, for weeks, I was like, why did she ask me to do that? I had no idea that would be my last time laying eyes on her while she was alive. And she asked me right when it's almost like she was aware, she knew her schedule, right? Her transport schedule from dialysis. They would have to come get her and take her down to the truck. And she asked right before they came into the hospital room, bro. Like, damn. And I walk with them, to transport her down to the truck. I'm just walking, I'm just looking at her, she's lifeless, bro. Like nothing. It's just nothing there. It's just a body there, bro. So I'm just looking at her, and as we get to the truck, I say, I love you, Ma. She just looked at me. She just looked at me. telling you, bro. Until you've seen death like that, there's nothing you can say to me. It's nothing. And nobody understand. Like nobody understand what that feels like, bro. To see your mom for the last time, you tell her you love her. She don't say nothing back because she can't. That'll change everything about you. The death is one thing, but watching it in real time, that's another thing. That's why I be having to take a break from this shit, like doing this, bro, because this shit weigh on me, bro. This is what it's like when I'm alone, bro. I go through this shit alone. And that's okay, because it's the most peace I ever had in my life now. Now that I don't got to deal with people who just constantly throwing their judgment on me, bro, just because I'm going through something that everybody has to experience, man. It's the loneliest shit ever, bro. That's the last time I ever seen her, and she knew that too. Like she loved me that much just to get those last few words out because she knew she was saving that for me. How precious is that, bro? Like, damn. I saw that, man. I had to watch that. I had to watch it. I'll never be okay about that. I'll never be okay about it. And now that I have my platform, I see people all the time comment and engage with me saying that it's been 20, 30 years and they still feel the same. Man. For real, I'm glad that I could be a voice in some way. Because this shit is very real, man. It's something that you will never understand, man, until it happens to you. I'm gonna have to say that all the time because we all go through the same shit, man. You know, when they transported my mother for the last time in that truck to go to dialysis, you know, like I said, I told her I love her and she didn't say nothing back because she couldn't. Man, I sat on that ground, bro, outside of the hospital, bro. Like crisscross applesauce, like a little kid, bro. And I just watched that truck pull off. Right there, I knew it was over. She didn't want to keep going through that, man. She was tired of that. She didn't want me to see her like that. I feel so guilty sometimes because was I supposed to know that? I always ask myself, was I supposed to know and feel that in my spirit that I knew my mother was going to leave me? Something that I'll battle with all the time. And I'm okay with knowing that I'll never be okay with this shit. Never be okay about it. I had to come on I just had to come on here and talk about it because it's I never shared it with anyone. I didn't have the space to share this with people at first. It's so much that happened to me because of this experience, and I'm at a point where I feel good about knowing that I'll never be okay about it, man. And that's okay to feel that way. I know God got me though. I know God got me. Nothing will change you more than watching death in real time. Losing somebody before they're even gone. I had to live that shit, bro. I had to live it. That's why it's nothing nobody can tell me anymore. I used to listen to the noise. I used to feed into the shit people were saying about me, how I'm acting, how I'm mad, how I'm angry, all of that shit. Like, yeah, I remember all of that. I remember everything that people said to me during that time, fresh. Exposed everything. I see everything clear now. And I'm glad I do. Cause I'm still here. You feel me? And I'm still here, and I'm gonna still keep rocking. I'm gonna still keep walking this faith, man. Just be careful how you love people when they grieving, when they lose somebody like that, like someone close to them, a parent. Grief made me realize that people only loved me because I wasn't hurting. Yeah, that's right. They loved that version of me that didn't feel pain as much. Hiccups here and there, right? But as soon as this happened, it made people uncomfortable. They couldn't use me anymore, right? I was the light to everybody. People always called me when they needed something. Soon as that shit happened, man, I was disposable to everybody in my life. It should have changed you, dog. It should have changed you for real. That's why you got to stay cool out here. Accept things for what they are. Time will tell, and people, I promise you, man, grief will expose everything, man. And you got to learn how to keep living and adjusting and accepting everything for what it is and people for who they are. It's the most peace I've ever had in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now that I don't have to answer my phone for motherfuckers who love me under conditions. I don't have to deal with them anymore. I don't have to deal with anybody that I don't want to anymore. Like, I don't accept none of that shit. I'm mad. I'm still angry that I even had to accept that for so long, put up with that type of that type of love, man. That love wasn't shit. My mother taught me what real love is. They turned the most loving person into a cold nigga, man. Person that'll do anything for anybody, right? Always showing love, always doing this. They turned me into a cold nigga, man. That shit changed me, bro. That shit changed me. All the love that I done dished out, I didn't even get back at the worst time of my life, man. I'm okay with knowing it's going to take me a minute it's going to take me a minute to keep processing this and keep, healing from that, bro. It's so much that come with it, so I gotta, yeah, man, I'm okay. I'm okay that I'm not okay. And that's okay. I'm not proving nothing to nobody anymore. I don't want to be around like that no more. It's cool. Like, I'm good. God got me. And that's it.